Hello and welcome. It is the 7th of January 2018. Let's continue a little bit more within Loom. All bets, trades of the like within each his own risk and their own reward. And it was a little over a month ago, I decided to add Ethereum as a base currency. And I wish I would have bought more than I did because I barely bought any more Ethereum than I had from before, but I bought a small 15, 20, 25% more and then started trading coins against such. Loom, well, when I look at the movements up and down, I mean, how do I not want to be a part of these movements when I look at my buy low, sell high strategy? And therefore, this is traded on the Ethereum exchange as well. But to show you, at least upon Bitcoin, how the buys and sales have worked out, at least the times I have bought and sold this coin. Let's look at this from when I started trading more coins against Ethereum and use the single hour time frame. This is the 4 hour. And it was on December the 18th, December the end of the 17th. Basically, before I went to bed, midnight or so, I bought in at around the 1190 mark. And then moving forward, thereafter that, the market would move into the Christmas break. I haven't made a trade since the buy, and then I buy some more because the price went lower. At least against Ethereum, it did. But this was a good buy time when you look at things all considered. Now you can start selling in here. I didn't sell there. And then it goes down. And down some more. Nice volatility in here, as we can see in this example, 1111 up to 1275. That's still over 10%, 13-ish percent move. And there's a buy right before it breaks out. I mean, just beautiful. Timing couldn't have been any better, I guess, on that one. And then I sell up here, which I think you're supposed to. It's markets go up, markets go down. And then the buy back at this low, which is a good time to buy. It goes lower, but so be it. And then we just had this move. It's fallen through. And a sell order. Let's take a look at this crossed against Ethereum, which is where I am trading it. And the price at the time, it was December the 18th. It was 44,351 price equivalency. But I bought it with Bitcoin. And then I just put my orders in for the Ethereum. So buy with Bitcoin, and then go to the Ethereum cross. Put buy orders below, sell orders above. And the next order, of course, was a buy order because in this case, it has to be decently below 44 for me. So therefore, we're going to move into the 23rd, and there we have it. The market goes down towards this 38 number. The differential of 15% on the 44, and I added, and it went down even further. Didn't buy down in here, but it keeps grinding its way lower. Opportunity if you bought down here to sell for a little bit here, but I obviously didn't buy down there. But then it goes down further and further. Now we're New Year's Eve, New Year coming. And I buy here, right around the 31 number, hair above 31. And then the market from this point, and we can see there's a teaser. It sells right south of 36. And then against such, it goes down, and I buy again at 31. And then today, I sell again at 36. So am I looking to buy at 31? Question mark? Well, it's all about adjusting to the message of the market, adjusting to the message of the order book. And at this current time, as I'm recording this 11:32 a.m. Eastern Time, somebody wants to buy over 14 Ethereum worth of this coin, or 42,145 at this price. And I can't go north of that number. Not when I'm selling at 36. So therefore, none of these orders are mine. I'm actually lower than this at this point. As I scroll this order number down a little bit, and I look at the sizes down below, and I consider myself a small time player. Definitely on an individual basis. I don't own many of these coins. And I got the largest number in this range. And that's only a point dozen Ethereum I'm asking to buy for. That's it. That's it. Just 400 of them. I could go 31, but why not just go 30? And I even thought about going down to like 29. I'm going to keep on adjusting to see where orders come in, because if somebody puts a decent size order in this area here, I'm happy buying at 31. And maybe I should be trying to get 28 or 27, because if anyone sells this down, to me, it's just an even psychological number. The thing is how far are they going to go if they go there? Meaning, will they sell to 31.9? Will they take this one, this one, this one, and so on and so forth? And then for selling, it's not that big of a wall. It already takes 17 Bitcoin to take it to the 46 change level, or 17 Ethereum rather, which isn't that much really, to take it to the 46 handle. We have some pretty big ones in here, and if you know I'm buying what 400 of them, you probably know where I'm selling. At least I should hope you do. Anyway, moving on. And then looking at the volatility, selling from 36 to 47 is a differential of like 11 points. Therefore, I'm going to always have to adjust to the message of the market. I might have to or want to reduce it, because that's a much, much larger move in comparison to about 17, 18%, the differential going from 31 to 36. 36 to 47 is a differential of 11. And that's like over 30%. But the larger those numbers can be, the better. So far, it's been, when I look at this, I mean, it's just worked out to be pretty much perfect. Better buys have been like 30,400. I've been buying at 31. Better sales have been like under 36, and that's what I did here. A better sale here was under 37. 30, and I did under 36. Good enough. So as it stands now, if it goes to 30, I'll buy. And when I see a pattern like this, you have this move like this, good run higher. If it goes through this first rally correctionary move, unlike it did before, meaning it just kept going lower. But if it's able to, and even if it takes this long, how long is this, like 8 periods? If it takes 6 to 8 hours and then it does something like this, and instead of this red candle going down, maybe as it's rallying it continues going higher, or it stops going down here and then goes higher, it probably go much higher. And if it's going to do something like that and break this resistance, I'm going to want a decent leg higher as it is anyway. So 47 mathematically works out to be a very good ballpark area. 47 would make a move up to about in here. And when I go back to Bitcoin, and I realize that it's just a matter of division, the price against Ethereum. What's the price of Loom? What's the price of Ethereum? Divide the two by each other, and that makes and generates the price. And it has to trade that way. For if it didn't, there would be arbitrage, and it would. Meaning, well, if it wasn't trading on the division, then there's a deal to buy or sell on that market exchange. Anyway, and then as far as looking at the order book again, when we have sell orders in at 344.46, buy orders at 343.83, that's a tight enough spread where it's good enough in my book. But moving back on that 30% move, 30% move on a break of 1400. Well, 10% is 140-ish, so 284.20. We're looking at 1800 to 1900. And, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if it does go up to this ballpark area, as it is on a break of this level of resistance. I see how the 18 is starting to barely rise. Of course, in order to keep that going, momentum has to stay above 1200 and change, and really over 1300, and while getting above 1300 to keep this 18 rising, and then doing better there after that. But a move of that nature just wouldn't surprise me. Let's take a look at a couple other coins against Ethereum, just for something to do, because I'm trading against Ethereum, and I know some other people are as well, or are looking to. And here we have Mana. Obviously, Mana's been underperforming Ethereum over this little run. So have I been buying or selling since getting into this around December the 18th? Did I sell on December 28th? Let me check. And the answer is I did not. But it's been going down. Well, there's something I know about markets. And they consistently always do this. They have for decades and years since before I was born, and they'll do it for decades and years after I die. And that is they go up, and then they go down. After down comes up. I don't know when down will be, and I don't know how far up will be. But I think up. No, I know that up is next. And there will be moves where it goes above the 18 average, sort of like it did here. 4-hour term time frame, there's no volatility going on right now. Again, these are all matters of division. There could be times where people might aggressively buy or sell it at an unfair price, but only price pays, And what I mean by that is, assuming something happens, let's just pretend, it might be real, it might be not, that the price of this never did get above, say, here. But the line goes up to this. Well, that is because somebody bought it up there. And it can work out that they might buy it up maybe an extra, in this case, if it was, assuming, I'm only doing hypothetical here. If 41.4 was the best the base division ever was, then it can make sense that someone buys it up to 43.7, and it's going to always have to pull back to its division price. And that can work out on both sides, to the up or the down. Do we see any indications of this possibly happening here? Maybe here? Maybe here this might have been. In fact, what we can do is I can take a look quickly at Mana against Bitcoin. And we're looking at November the 12th at 1500 hours. Okay, well, that probably, what was it here? I don't see anything. Let me just, again, I should have wrote that down. Eleven twelve. Mama, not mad. Okay, so November 12th. Let's go to that day. What happened at 1500 hours on this day? Nothing. How about Ethereum on November 12th at that time? And we'll use Poloniex again, as if it matters on this. So November 12th at 1500 hours. Nothing. So that was a spot right there on the Mana where that happens. And that's one reason why I like having these on these types of crosses. Because there are situations in here, if you had your buy order in at 40 or 39, then you got it. You got a good deal. Nothing spectacular, but it works. If, say, you had your sell order at 48, you put your buy order in for 40, that's a 20% move. Then it worked. Even if you sold it, say, up here at, say, 46, you put your buy order for 38, or whichever your volatility is. If it sufficed to such, then it was like a free buyback. That shouldn't have counted. That does, because only price pays. And thus, you got your buy, and you're like, oh, say you buy at 39, maybe you might have sold up here at 51, because you were able to get the move. Now, whether this one here was real, let's just take a look at it for something to do. December the 7th. Now I'm going to make sure I memorize. Last time I memorized the time, but not the day too well. I did memorize the time. 11 in the morning. Okay, December 7th, 11 in the morning. Well, this thing moved at 11. Yeah. So, I mean, you got to count that one as like a real move, at least. Unless, let's just check it, man, on a different exchange now. Like, say, well, Binance would be the biggest one, and it moved too. But yeah, I'm just gonna end this right now because now things are just going way too slow, except for my voice there. And thank you for tuning in. And just still other codes. Excuse me. There's still other codes I want to go over. So what else am I trading against Ethereum? Ethereum Classic. Where am I trading? No, I'm trading this against Litecoin and against. Yeah, I'm trading against that because I've been having buy and sell orders come in. I mean, here's the volatility. Market's up to 49, goes up to down to 35, up to 42. That's just how it works. And then the matter of division, relatively choppy in a general downtrend. So Ethereum for years, or since 2016, has continued to overperform that of Ethereum Classic. However, this is probably a good one to do on the buy low, sell high. Just to see how well you would do. Because generally speaking, you're buying down here, selling up here, buying all the way down here, selling up here, buy, sell up here, buy down there, sell up here, buy down here, sell up here, buy back, sell, bunch of buys with the possibility to sell in here, sell, down and down. This is buy zone, sell zone, buy zone, sell zone, buy zone. Like I say, markets go up, markets go down, and well, it's going to do something and going up next. Whether it goes from here, from here, from here, and whether it only goes up this much or this much or this rate of ascent or this rate of ascent, I don't care. Just let the market do what it does. I'll have my orders in ready to go. Thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.